I was just thinking about, I've had a couple deals that I've done, transactions where I've helped people, and where there was multiple siblings that, were left this property and that they're selling it and splitting profits and stuff like that. And, thankfully in those situations, seeing things go pretty smooth. And then I've also seen another situation where, there was siblings and there was big disagreement about, what was going to happen with the property and how is it going to be handled. And I know it's all a case by case basis, but do you have any particular approaches when you are working with people that are inheriting a home and there's kind of those strong differences in opinion of how they want to handle things?
Yeah, I would say that obviously first we try to obtain consent from everybody, just like the case you and I had, where all the four beneficiaries were on board. That always makes it go a lot smoother.
Right.
But when we're warned by, say, our client, or maybe the real estate agent involved, that one person may hold out or be more difficult, sometimes we hope that that person has an attorney so we can speak to their attorney about why it makes sense to sell this property and sell it, quickly in a timely fashion. Or we have to explain to the individual why it's important, or why maybe even why our client has the power to sell the real estate, and why this person holding out will, one, delay things, maybe lose the sale, maybe can bring up costs associated with the process that are just frankly unnecessary. I have had a case where the beneficiaries were in disagreement about the sale price, and the expectations were rather wild about what the estate should have received for this particular property, and it was way overvalued. And we ended up spending about $20,000 in attorney's fees and getting absolutely nowhere, and selling the property for what we had initially offered. And so unfortunately, some people have unrealistic expectations about what this real estate market might bear. Maybe the property's in worse condition. So, it usually is a concerted effort by all the professionals involved to, again, set the right expectations about timing, about, what you can really sell a property for,
Right.
and whether or not someone actually has a legal basis to slow down or stop the process.
Right. Yeah. And from my part of the process, I've found that to be, if I'm working with a customer and there's somebody else involved that has to make a decision, I always see that as I need to make sure that everyone sees that I'm on the same page of everyone and I'm working for the benefit of everyone, to make sure everyone understands why the property is worth what it's worth and what the needs are. Because without that, otherwise people think that it's me against you. And if they're thinking that you're trying to curve thing in somebody else's direction, it's just never going to go anywhere. But those can definitely be sensitive processes.